if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me out there? Let me see. Give me a second. Is we live? Give me a second. Okay. Is we live? If we live, give me a second. All right. Yes, we live. Okay. All right. I was just wondering. I'm like, what the world is going on? Okay. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. Press 1 if y'all can hear me out there. Really quickly. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. Press 1. Okay. If y'all can hear me. All right. Okay. We good. Okay. I hear myself. All right. Sorry for the delay. Gosh, I'm a working blogger, so I have to work and make sure my work is done. And then I get to come over here and talk to y'all. Okay. Woo. I ain't got on the shade, so I'm not going to be shady today. I'm going to be truthful. I'm not going to be shady, okay? We have a full show today. We're going to be talking about Kevin Samuels. We're going to be talking about DJ Envy. And listen, y'all talking about, why are you talking about Kevin Samuels again? Because he's back in the news. So I got to talk about people that's in the news. And we're going to get into Lil' Kim. We're going to get into Tank. And we're going to get into Nicki Minaj, okay? All right, so we have a full show for you guys right now. Let's first get into let's get into Simone Sanders. Y'all know who Simone Sanders. Let me put her picture up if y'all don't know who she is. But Simone Sanders, first she was working with Bernie Sanders. She was a big Bernie Sanders fan. Then she dropped Bernie Sanders and she started working with Joe Biden. But Simone Sanders is kind of pissed and she's hurt because she did not get the job for press secretary. She didn't get the job. It was a white lady that got the job. So she was upset because when Biden went on the Breakfast Club and he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. She was one of the first ones to come out and say, hey, let me defend Biden. She defended Biden with a tweet. And she did not get the position. So she's heard about it. Now, the press secretary that is there now is going to resign. She said next year she's going to hold the job until like next year. So I hope that Simone Sanders get a job. But you did all that defending Joe Biden and you didn't get the job. And maybe it wasn't the right time for her to get the job. So if this current press secretary leaves and we get a new press secretary, then I would love to see a black woman. I would love to see a black woman because let's be clear. The majority of black women that voted for President Joe Biden. The majority of black women wanted Kamala Harris. They wanted Kamala Harris on the ticket. They wrote an op-ed. Angela Rye, was a lot of black women wrote an op-ed and they wanted a black woman on the vice presidential side. So I do believe that Biden owed black women everything. He owed him his presidency, and I think he needs to give more powerful positions to this woman, Simone Sanders, even though she is an advisor, a senior advisor to Vice President Kamala Harris, but that's not really a big job because you only work with the vice president, but you should vote for, you only work for the vice president, but you're not working for the president, which is President Joe Biden. And being a press secretary is so much that comes with it. So many opportunities, so many jobs, so many book sales will be sold if you become the press secretary. So we should definitely see all of that come about when it comes to that. So I personally believe that she should be the press secretary. I personally believe that. I'm going to have to write a letter to the White House and say, Dear President Joe Biden, please hire and promote Simone Sanders to press secretary. You owe black women your presidency because they have voted for you at 96-97%. More black women voted for the Democrat Joe Biden than black men. Black men, we are in the 80 percentile, but black women are in the 90 percentile when it comes to voting for a Joe Biden. Okay, not even just Joe Biden, just Democrats, period, when it does that. But when you kiss all that butt, and you be like, mwah, 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 you don't get the position. And I'd be kind of mad too, because I'm like, if I kiss your butt, and you mean to tell me you don't give me the position? Everybody at this time, look, I kissed all that butt. I did all that butt kissing and I did all that defending. And you give it to this lady that don't have near the charisma that I have or the stamina. I'll be kind of mad too. That's why it's not good to be doing kissing all that, but think you gonna get the position. They'll look right over you and hire their cousin or their nephew. I've seen many people I work with kissed a lot of butt at jobs, and they got mad because they didn't get the position. They gave it to their nephew or their cousin, and they didn't give it to. They were so mad. One lady, she used to bake pies and cakes and did all that. She thought she'll never get fired because she bringing cakes and pies. She couldn't cook, by the way, because the pie was running. It was a running pie. It was not a well done pie. But anywho, she one day decided that she was going to go to sleep in the memory care unit, and so she was knocked out sleep. Her and another housekeeper that I had a crush on, they was like knocked out. And the lady that brought the pies, once they got into the administrator office, she said, I got this, I got high blood pressure, I got this. She said, I don't care what you have, you shouldn't be going to sleep. And the lady was so hurt because she would buy the administrator cakes. When it's his birthday, she would bake him pies. And the first one that let her go was the man that told her that she was suspended, was the man that she was butt licking, kissing, knocking over stuff to give her some food. Oh, this is for the administrator. Don't y'all touch this food. Bringing hot plates. And he let her go. That's why I said you can't be doing all that stuff. You can't. You'll be the first one to go. At all. So Simone, I'm with you, Miss Simone. I hope you get the position. Many people said that she don't deserve it because she's a traitor of Bernie Sanders. But listen, Bernie Sanders wasn't a winner. Bernie Sanders couldn't win black people. Black people wasn't stunned no Bernie Sanders. The only people that liked Bernie Sanders was white folks. Black people wasn't voting for Bernie Sanders. Some of the younger black people that I talked to say, oh yeah, he believes in some great policies, but did they vote for him? No, they don't vote. So the majority of people, they said, listen, we're going to vote for Joe Biden. So, hey, press 1 if y'all think that Joe Biden should have hired Simone Sanders. For those that do know her, press 1. Press 2 in the chat box that he should not have hired her. Now, some of y'all don't even know who that woman is on the screen, but I know because I watch CNN. I be loving the politics stuff. So we should definitely see how that's going to operate. Okay, we're going to go ahead on to the next topic. Okay, let's get some off the screen before she call in. Okay, give me a second. All right, so we're going to go to... before I go to my next subject, I want to talk about this because this is on the list as well. According to the CDC, they are saying right now that if you are fully vaccinated, that you do not need to wear a mask. They say if you are fully vaccinated, you do not need to wear a mask. That's what the CDC said. It said you could be indoors without a mask and you could be outdoors without a mask. But they also said if you develop symptoms, wear a mask. So I'm like, you might as well just wear a mask for you won't be developing symptoms. Now, mind you, I am fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. Took both doses. I took the second dose the day before yesterday. So I'm fully vaccinated. Though my arm the soreness even is going away. Is very mild right now. At first it was like really sore, but it's very mild right now. I didn't have like no headaches. I didn't have like all the other stuff people were saying. Nothing like that. I just had a little soreness, and the soreness is really going away. But they said if you're fully vaccinated, that you do not have to wear a mask. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Now, how many of y'all gonna get the vaccine? Some of y'all don't believe in it, but I got it. Okay? I got it. I got it. I got the vaccine. Something about the vaccine I can't explain, but I got it. I got it. I got it. Something about the vaccine I can't explain it, but I got it. Okay? Now, I can't explain it. I don't know all the terms of it and stuff like that, but I did get it. So shout out to the people that are fully vaccinated. For those that are not, look into it. Do your research. And stuff like that. But I'm wearing my mask. When I get to Atlanta, I'm going to have my mask on. Now, I heard in Georgia, they don't wear no mask down there in Georgia. That's what I heard. Okay, I heard that They don't wear masks down there, so I don't know how true that is. They said in that way they don't have it. So, ooh, he got my shades. All right, let's get to Tank. So this is really sad. So Tank, y'all know who Tank is. Tank the singer, Tank. He have announced that he's going deaf. One ear, I think in the left ear, he's don't hear sound, and the right ear is going out, or is the other way around? But did y'all hear that that Tank is going deaf? And I really feel for that because Tank is an amazing singer, and for him to say he's going deaf, it's had to be very sad to hear that. And when I heard it, I was hurt because it's really, really, really sad. And he posted it on his IG, and I don't know how to play videos on here, so I'm gonna just play the audio. I'm gonna put the phone up to the speaker because I don't know how to, share videos and so share videos just not yet. My mentor didn't teach me that yet, but I'm gonna just play it this way. Is this the one? Okay, this the one.
Going completely deaf in my right ear, and I'm kind of losing sound in my left. I'm dizzy, can't walk a straight line. All of this out of nowhere. Don't know how or why. Seen the doctors, got MRI and all that good stuff going on, and medication, all of that. But, it still hasn't given me a reason to give up. Still hasn't given me a reason to stop feeling like I can do and be everything that I've set out to be. The goals are still the same: to be great, to be the greatest. And I want to say that to you too. No matter what you're going through, no matter where you find yourself, whether your body's failing you, whether your mind is failing you, whether your spirit is failing you, keep going, keep pushing. I'm gonna document my process just to show you the fight, just to show you that you're still in it. We're still in it. So much love to you, and let's keep fighting. So
all right. So did y'all hear that? And it's really sad. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. And to have these problems, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the Rona. I don't know. But he announced that. Now, he definitely in my prayers because he can really sing. And another group that I was listening to was TGT, Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. I was listening to that group, and I was like, man, that group needs to come back. And just to scroll on my page and just to see that from Tank is really something. So I really am in my prayers, and I hope that he found the correct major, the correct medical team that can really find the root of the problem and that he can keep his hearing. And that's why you have to be so appreciative of the blessings that you have if you can hear, if you can see, if you can walk. Thank God for those abilities to do, because, it could be a time that you don't have those abilities to see or hear or even walk. So be appreciative of the blessings and of the privilege of you able to hear, able to see before you pass judgment on people and all of that. So I'm definitely praying for Tank, praying for his full recovery, praying for that he's able to get his hearing back completely, that there'd be no type of side effects, no type of damage to himself. So I'm really praying for him. So I'm asking you all to keep him in your prayers, because I know we have some prayer warriors in the chat. So we just need about 2 or 3 prayer warriors. So I don't know his diagnosis, but it's like quite weird for them to just you just lose your hearing like that. So he definitely in my prayers. I'm definitely going to pray for the man. Definitely going to pray for him and to keep him dear in my heart, because I don't wish that on nobody, not even the barbs that came in my platform and dragged me. I don't wish that on nobody, because that is something that is not good to go through. It is not good at all. It is not good. Okay. So that was that. Okay. Let me see. Talked about Tank. All right. Give me a second. Okay. Where did I do with that? Make sure y'all share this live and thumbs up the video. Okay. Let me do this again. I thought I had him on here. I don't have him. So I got to talk about Kevin Samuels next. Give me a second while I pull up his picture so you all can see who I'm talking about. I'm getting used to this new system, so y'all bear with me with this. Make sure y'all, because I know y'all was complaining, be on time and all of this. Let me use this. All right. I'll get you off the screen. Tank, I'm praying for you, brother. All right. So we're going to talk about Kevin Samuels, but give me 1 second while I talk about this. I forgot to send out the text list, so y'all bear with me. Let me send this out so the people will be notified. I guess all of y'all are here without the notification because like 200 of y'all here, but I'm going to send it out anyway. And then we're going to talk about Kevin Samuels. So make sure y'all share. And also, too, if you want to be added to the text list, just sign up. The moderators have the information in the chat, so you can sign up as well. So if you want to be notified when we go live, you can sign up in the text. You can sign up in the chat, so the moderator is going to post it, so you can sign up that way. Okay, let me send this out now. I know it's late, but I forgot. Let's talk about Kevin Samuels. So he is just, I'm telling y'all, the hottest thing around. I've never seen a black blogger commentator get as much massive press like Kevin Samuels. I'm talking about mainstream press. So other than like Tasha K. She's one that I've known to get mainstream press, and Kevin Samuels, he's getting even more mainstream press. So today, DJ Envy, I think it was today or yesterday, DJ Envy was definitely throwing shots at Kevin Samuels, talking about why do women go there? He's trash. Should be trying to rate the women a certain number. And he don't understand why the women go there. Then he said that he goes to this store. I forgot what kind of store he said he saw that Kevin Samuels was at this particular store, asking celebrities to do business with him, do image consulting with him. And so he was like, is he gay? Or I heard that somebody said, I heard that he's gay, or is he gay? So they was just having that conversation. I think that wasn't warranted to say that. So Kevin Samuels was like, oh, that's defamation. That's defamation of what he said on this massive platform. And I'm like, DJ, why are you saying something? Is it jealousy? Because I don't understand why you get upset that he have an ear with the women and you're not listening to a full show. You still have not admit that you listened to a full episode. You're judging him off a clip. And like I told somebody last night, you can't judge somebody off a clip. That is unfair. If you really want to get a fair assessment of somebody, watch their entire video before you jump to conclusions. And most of his opinion and his assessment of Kevin was based off of clip. And I was shocked that DJ Envy was saying that. Usually it's Charlamagne the God are just trashing somebody or throwing major shade. But it was DJ Envy, the same man that cheated on his beautiful wife. And also congratulations to DJ Envy because he have, he's his wife. Congratulations to him and his wife. She's pregnant with their sixth child. So this is the sixth. I think he had like 6 children. I think this will be the 6th one. I think his wife said this is the last one. But I think he's just jealous or feels some type of way of Kevin Samuels' success. That's how I'm going to take it. And then maybe they asked Kevin Samuels to be on the Breakfast Club, and Kevin Samuels said, no, I'm going to go ahead and do Unwind with Tasha K. That could be the case. Because I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I'm like, if you feel this way about DJ Envy, you feel this way about Kevin Samuels, you should say, bruh, come on the Breakfast Club. Let's have a conversation, or you call into Kevin Samuels' show and have a conversation and let him know how you feel about the women that he talk about, and talk about it on the show and do it clearly so we can hear and we all can judge for ourselves and see your side of the story, DJ, and then we're able to hear the side of the story of Kevin Samuels. So before we judge Kevin, DJ Envy, make sure you go and try to talk to your brother and say, hey, I don't understand the thing that you do on the platform, before you try to drag him on a major platform like the Breakfast Club. This is why Kevin Samuels is one of the hottest bloggers in media today, because not only is he being discussed on YouTube around the clock, he's being discussed on the Breakfast Club. And then once they start discussing him, then other mainstream outlets are going to talk about him. They were talking about him on DD in the morning and the station here in Dallas. So anytime you're talked about in these major markets, you're doing something very major. And that's why I didn't disagree with when Tasha K interviewed Kevin Samuels. And like the previous video I did on my lunch break, and I even said it on the Clubhouse when Tasha was on stage, I said, listen, I said it was a great interview, but the majority of the people wanted Kevin to to rate you. So he wanted to see what is the number is Tasha K. So that's what they wanted to hear, to see what number will Kevin Samuel give Tasha K. That would have been very controversial. It would have, because if he would have said a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, something of that, and not a 10, it would have drove so much noise off of YouTube alone of people doing videos, and that video probably would have garnered more views than it have now, because it would have had some mess in it. But no, it was a very sit down interview, calm interview, Oprah style type of interview, not a Wendy Williams, I'm trying to drag you for Phil. It wasn't nothing like that. It was a very calm interview. But Kevin Samuels said he may sue DJ Envy. He may sue him and take him to court. I didn't hear no slander, defamation. I didn't hear none of these slandered your name or nothing like that. Come on now, you ain't lose no bag, you ain't lose no opportunities. You actually gaining opportunities. So you could, Kevin, speak to you. You could go on and call DJ and say, hey man, thank you for Miss You in the Breakfast Club, because all they're gonna do is send me more positions to send me more love. And the reason why they talked about Kevin Samuels on the Breakfast Club is because a woman called in. I think she was black. She said, because they was asking, who do you want to give Ducky of the Day to? She said, I want to give Ducky of the Day to Kevin Samuels. So that is already creating so much buzz. So I'm not mad at the man hustle. I think that is great, and I support him for what he's doing in that sense. Get your money, get your platform, make people mad, and keep doing what you got to do, despite what they say, despite how they drag. Keep doing what you're doing, is because it is entertaining. It's entertaining. And I get my life every time I hear somebody get mad or upset and they judge it off the clip. It was like, that is just business, and it's very entertaining. Okay, so that was that. Let's move on. I'm gonna go into let me see. Okay. Oh wow, we got 2 of them more here. Okay, where's that other one? Okay, I'm trying to find something. All right. Okay, let me do this. Yes. Give me a second. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video and subscribe. All right, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj first, okay? Y'all understand Nicki Minaj worked really hard in this business. 10, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, put videos up on MySpace. She had a mixtape garnering millions, and she grew up in the business, and people was really supporting her coming up. While she was coming up, she was getting a lot of press on, are you going to be the new Lil' Kim? What is your thoughts about Lil' Kim? They would always ask her the question about Lil' Kim. So with those questions being asked, she would say, I respect Kim, but I want to make sure I get what I get from the business as well. No disrespect to Kim, but I want to make sure I make it in this business. Pretty much what she was saying, making this business on her own merit. Let's fast forward. Then Kim, she see Nicki Minaj start coming up, and she noticed, and she started to try to trash Nicki Minaj. And then once, you know what I'm saying, they did a record before she started trashing her, they did a record together. The song did not do great. Lil' Kim started having problems, but she started to drag and started to trash Nicki. So while she started to trash her and blast her all over the internet, now it comes to place that her music wasn't really selling. Then Lil' Kim came out with a mixtape called Black Friday. I don't think nobody checked it out. Came out with a mixtape called Black Friday. It didn't really, according to Lil' Kim, she said it sold millions, but one of my friends that purchased Black Friday never received it in the mail, and you have to go to PayPal to get it. So with that being said, Lil' Kim went on and started trashing. Nicki started to continue to just release albums. I think she went on Angie Martinez's show and she said, "Hey, where's your music? Why every time when you get interviewed, you always want to mention my name and drag me? Get some records out, make some new music. Don't worry about it. Let this thing go." But Kim kept it going to the point that she dragged Nicki so bad that nobody wanted to fool with Lil' Kim anymore. Like, people forgotten about Lil' Kim. They didn't buy her music. They didn't buy, anything. So when she released her new project, 9, only 12, 13, I was 2,000 copies, is because she trashed the up and coming artist, which was a major mega star, which was Nicki, because a lot of people started looking at Kim, look like you old and you bitter, because you should have just retired gracefully. And instead of retiring gracefully from the business, you wanted to trash and trash and trash and trash and trash Nicki. And you lost and lost and lost and lost followers, and you lost and lost and lost and lost, album sales, and you lost so much. So now you got to do little bookings with Trina just to keep some type of muscle up, some type of relevancy. So, but the reason why I said Kim should apologize to Nicki is because she didn't have to drag Nicki Minaj. What she should have did was embrace Nicki, work with Nicki, give her give her some advice, work with it, and keep making mainstream songs. Kim should have kept making albums during that come up time, and right now she could have just went on and retire. Right now, this could have been a good time for her to just sit down and retire. But no, she decided that, hey, I'm going to sit and read and drag Nicki. And then one particular case, she said, all of my old stuff can just, I can just get you with all my old ish, and my old ish is better than your new stuff. So she was really going at, not really thinking that this is going to be sending shockwaves with my fans, and they're going to get tired of me, and they're going to go with Nicki, who is the newer artist, better bars, better sound, better face. Because one of the other major things about Lil' Kim was the facial jobs, the plastic surgery. She did so much plastic surgery that Lil' Kim looked like a totally different. She is a totally new person versus when she first came into the business, because she did extremely a lot. She abused plastic surgery. Instead of coming out with albums and mega hits, she came out with new facelifts. That's exactly how she came out. So she should apologize to the queen, apologize, and said, I'm sorry, let's work together. And I think if she would have done that, her career would have just went up to another level, right, as a legend. And when a question was asked with her, she was like, would you ever work with Nicki Minaj? Oh, she would have to cut me the check. If she worked with you, you will always get a check if you work with Nicki Minaj. So I personally want to say that I was really thinking about Lil' Kim. I said, she should apologize to Nicki Minaj. That would be the most appropriate thing to do, or just stay out and just don't sell. I think if she apologized and write a post today or tomorrow or next week or next month, she will get a lot of support from the Barbs. Because a lot of old Kim fans, they became Barbs. A lot of them. Kim doesn't have the fan base that she once ushered in. She don't have the impact. And if somebody say, oh, she got a lot of fans. She got a lot of fans. Well, my main clapback to that is, where were y'all lot of fans when the music came out and when it did not get the support? Where is the lot of fans? So when Kim went on that whole battle and went off the ledge, she went down musically. You can look at the results of Nicki Minaj's career and Lil' Kim career. The day that Lil' Kim made fun and tried to trash Nicki was the day that she put a nail in her career. That was a nail on the head. Because if she would have just stayed still, be the legend, and stood there by side Nicki, her career would have been better off right then and there. And that is just my opinion. And if you don't like it, you can always call in. Period. You don't like it, you could always call in. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to open up these phone lines. We're going to take a couple of phone calls today. So give me a second while I'll get them up. We're going to use the 972. So give me a second, moderators. I will post it so you all will know what number to use, because Blog Talk wasn't acting right today. So we got to use a new number to Blog Talk, because Blog Talk wasn't acting right today. All right, so that's the number, the 972-674-9462. I pinned it. Okay, and I'm going to post it again. So if you want to call in and give your thoughts. And I was like, oh, she would have been much greater. And people was coming at me, and I'll have this debate with my friends about Kim. And I said, listen, if she apologized to Nicki today, and this person is an extreme barb. He got Nicki Minaj draws. He got a Nicki Minaj tattoo. He's extremely in love with like Nicki Minaj. He loved Nicki Minaj. Anytime he making love in the bedroom, he play Nicki Minaj records. He's a huge Nicki Minaj fan. He know how to quote her records. He's just a huge Nicki Minaj fan. Okay? And I asked him, if Kim apologized to Nicki Minaj, why, if Kim apologized to Nicki Minaj, will you become a fan of Lil Kim? And he said 100% yes. 100% yes. And I said that would be the thing. So that's the number if y'all want to call in. We have the number in the chat. Give me a second. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, so y'all bear with me, producer. So somebody try to call in and let me know. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, and that's what happened. So y'all let me know in the comments. What do you think about it? Do you think that would have been great for Kim to apologize to Nicki? I'm just saying. And if you triggered by the situation, be triggered. It's my opinion. Kim should have never gotten plastic surgery on her face. That was a major mistake. She got too much plastic surgery. I can understand if you get a little boob job, if you get a little butt job, but please don't mess with your face. She messed with her face a little bit too much, and that is what caused her to lose a lot of support. She get laughed at when her picture is up on a flyer. Because that's the mistake that she made. Now, did that take away from the success that she have garnered as an artist for the years that she was out? No, she did great when she was out. But when she got her face all together with all that work, it was just a hot mess. That was the problem. That was the problem. And so I was in a group, in a Nicki and a Lil Kim group. And they didn't like my comments. They didn't like, because I wrote a post. I said, Lil Kim should apologize to Nicki Minaj. I think it's long overdue. But she get laughed at, and we definitely want to see if she's going to get more better with the treatment and the industry of the sales. Hey, what's up? Can you turn me down the back?
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, because I'm a huge Nicki fan, and I believe if Kim apologized, I think her and Nicki will work well together. They're going to be like icons on the track. Like, it'll be amazing if Kim and Nicki could get along, because, like, who wouldn't want two queens to take over hip-hop, you know? And I have a feeling that Kim would never apologize because her pride will get in the way, you know? And I just think if she did, Nicki will forgive her. Nicki forgives anybody, you know? And it's kind of sad because, you know, Nicki looked up to Kim, and Kim really did her dirty. And she said Kim was her idol, and she always gave Kim props. But once Kim got like real shady and started talking about her in the interviews, it was over. Like, I love Kim and I love Nicki, but I felt like it was wrong for what Kim did. You understand?
Right, I hear you.
It's like Nicki, because you know I'm about to be 20, and I grew up on Nicki, but my mom, she grew up on Kim. So I kind of know both of them because I grew up listening to both of them in my household. And I know how people say, oh, Nicki was rude, she was different. No, Nicki never dissed her. Nicki was going around parading and you know, saying how Kim was her idol. She called Kim the queen of hip-hop when she was in interviews. The only reason why people think Nicki is like that is because of the interviews that the media will switch up and make it seem like Nicki is doing that. But no, Nicki in her Queen era 2018 was still saying she looked up to Kim. Nicki was still saying that. She said if Kim apologized or would get right, she will work with her. She worked with Foxy Brown. She worked with all of them. So why wouldn't she work with Kim? You know, and Kim fans, they hate to admit it, but why aren't they streaming Kim music? What happened to 9? It only sold 1K. Like, y'all targeting Nicki but can't support your fave. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, and you're exactly right. I purchased 9. I probably was one of the 1,000, but I purchased it, and I'm like, I don't just talk to I purchase music. Like tonight, I think Nicki gonna release a song tonight. I'm not 100% sure this is music, so I'm gonna purchase it. I talk a lot of mess about, but anytime it's time for me to purchase something, oh baby, I'm purchasing it.
Yeah.
I may talk a lot of mess, but I support their music financially.
Exactly, and what the people don't fail to realize is that Nicki might be old. When she's 38, Nicki might be old, but she has a massive fan base. She has over millions of bars. Oh, like it's million all over the world. Kim didn't really get to as successful as Nicki has. Kim didn't. Kim might have started the foundation, but who built it up after Kim was gone? Nicki did all that. Nicki had built it from the ground up. There was nobody in this face of the world who came up close to Nicki. And they want to say Nicki don't support female rap. What about Iggy Azalea? She was around when Nicki was around. She had lots of awards and stuff. Young Ma was around. Nicki is not a hateful person. Nicki really worked with Kim and she apologized. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Like,
thank you so very much.
But yeah, hold on. One thing though, Nicki is a forgiving person. If Cardi apologized, she will work for her. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Boom. Bye. Okay, I feel you on that. So if you call in, make sure y'all can call in again and voice y'all opinion. Did y'all hear that? It is what it is, and that's why it is so important to get it in and do it right. And understand the right business move. And if Kim would have understand that business-wise, that she would have been in a better position today if she just would apologize to Nicki. That would have helped her career. A queen apologizing to another queen. That would have been a queen apologized to the queen. Right then and there, it could have been Queen versus Queen album, Queen versus Queen tour. It could have been great. Now, do I think it needs to be a versus battle between Kim and Nicki? Probably not, because they come from two different eras. Do I think it needs to be a versus battle between Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim? Yes. Do I think it needs to be a versus battle between Lil' Kim and Eve? Yes. Something like that. Or Lil' Kim versus Missy Elliott? Yes. I would love to do it. And if they wanted a versus battle between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj, I think that will give massive of support from all of the fan base, from Kim fan base and also from Nicki Minaj fan base. It would be massive. And I that's exactly how I feel about that. So I got the phone lines open up. We get some other callers. The number is on the screen. The number is in the chat. So it's 972-674-9462. Right there. Okay. I'm just saying, no, I'm not starting mess. I'm just having a whole conversation on here. Okay. So Lil' Kim definitely needs to apologize. And this is the thing. Her inner circle should instruct her. If I was in her inner circle, I would say, listen, you should apologize to Nicki. That's the only way to bring more people to you to support your music. They need to see something different, something fresh. And if she get up there and do that, it will be great for her position as an artist. Now, some people ain't gonna like it, but I understand it. But I said I feel in my spirit that is exactly what she needs to do. Okay, give me a second. Somebody called and went to the voicemail. Let me call them back. Because sometimes this thing works and sometimes it don't work. All right, there we go. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey.
Hello? Yeah, what you want?
I think you're back, man. That's why your channel won't grow.
Okay, we're going to the next caller. Because, child, he want to cuss. All right, call back in. 972-674. Because he want to call in and cuss. 972-674-9462. Not going to happen. That's the number. Okay. Let me see. Give me a second, you guys. Versus the bands. Do y'all think it need to be a versus? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me see. Hold on one second. Somebody just called. I'm trying to call them back. Hello? Okay, let me call them back. Give me a second. All right, I'm going to call you back.
Hello.
Hey, you called in?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, am I on?
Yeah, you on now. You on now.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of things I need to break down for you, baby. Little Kim, the queen bee, the legend, icon of 30 years, do not need to apologize to someone that took her whole style, came in dissing her, and you talking about she need to apologize to that when Miss Little Kim just all she does is chill. She chill to herself. She be by herself. They got a whole video on YouTube that's showing how this was, how this happened. How Nicki came in the game dissing Little Kim first, and Little Kim had enough of that, and she make the song Black Friday in response to Roman's revenge. That's the reason why that happened. I came from that era. I'm 37 years old, and I can tell you exactly how this all went down. As far as Little Kim's face, Little Kim had an abusive relationship with a gangster named World. He's a New York gangster that's in prison now. He broke her nose, her mouth, and she also got hit in her stomach, and she got blood trauma to the head. And she was in the hospital for a while. She had a big problem, and she even talked about it for a while. And that's why her face is looking like that. She didn't get that surgery just to be getting no surgery. That's how that happened. As far as her album selling 1,000, do you think that she would be on the Billboard list, the Billboard, with number 47 with 1,000 records sold? I don't think so. So that's what I'm letting you know. That rumor came from Grape Juice. That for some reason Nicki was playing blogs, they were saying, or they're Nicki young fans, and they just hated Little Kim for that reason. So I'm just letting you know how that went down.
All right.
That's where that rumor came from 1,000, that she sold 1,000 records. Because if you do your own research, you will see her sales is 40. Her sales, she was number 47 on the Billboard sales chart when 9 album dropped, and that was a good album. But she just had the wrong label, distributor, whatever she has. It was the wrong setup, and she was blackballed. And you are right. Some people are hating on her because her face, because what happened to her, so they refused to buy it. Following other people's lead instead of having their own mind. That lady is a legend. She's an icon, and she hasn't bothered anyone. She don't mess. You don't hear her starting with no one unless they poke the bear. Eve, she came. She said, "I'm very. Some of y'all ain't writing well. Y'all too concerned with fashion." So Kim had to come back to her and say, "I'm very concerned with fashion. It ain't my fault y'all don't know about this Hollywood thing." They start with her first. You see what I'm saying? Foxy started beef for her first, and Nicki. Nicki is an evil type of person, and you can see she don't like no one. If you look at her character, you can see what Nicki stands for. So all this hate on Lil Kim, talking about a legend, need to tell a 10-year
person now that's in the game that she apologized. You can't be serious. You can't be. And that's all I had to say about the situation.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to call you back. Did I see? Hey, you wanted to call in?
Sir, I did. Let me mute this other phone.
Okay.
Am I on?
Yes, you are. Yes.
How you doing?
Doing good.
I was calling in only because like I'm not trying to tell her like she wrong or what have you, whatever, but you know, she had her chance, you know, in her shine in life, Lil' Kim I'm speaking on, and all that reconstructive surgery she had was not done because of an abuse. You know, she wanted to change herself. Like, okay, if you got beat up by your significant other or what have you, okay, fix your nose, fix your eye, fix your chin, whatever. But what happened with all that light skin? So now we almost white. So let's make sense of that. Let's make sense of that. So you know, I love Lil' Kim. I am in that era, you know, back in the day of her age and everything to enjoy her. But let's make sense of her changing her skin tone and all those other things that come with it. You cannot sit up here and say, oh, she did all this to her face because of an abusive relationship. No, she's trying to change herself, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I'm not even really, I'm going to put it like this. I am 52, right? And so I saw all these ladies go through these things. So you cannot sit up here and say, oh, excuse me, people are putting her down or what have you because she got abused, so she changed her face. No, she changed her whole image. You cannot even recognize this lady anymore. And this don't have anything to do with abuse. I wanted to say something and I forgot because she started talking about Kim. What was we speaking on before? If you don't mind, because she threw me off with that.
I'm going to go to the next caller. I got to go to the next caller. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. You live on the Wiley Show. Hello? Hello? You live. All right. Okay, the number is 646. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Got the number. The number is 972. It is on in the chat. So if y'all trying to call in, we got time for about 2 more callers because I got to go to the G, the Y, the M, the gym. Got to go to the gym. So we got time for about 2 more callers, okay? And all right, so if you didn't get a chance to call in. The number is in the chat, and I'm gonna post it again so you all can have it. Is in the chat box, okay? All right, give me a second. Did I pin it? It's 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Okay. So listen, y'all got to know what we talking about. Hold on. Somebody said hello. Okay. All right, there we go. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on, Wiley? What's going on, man?
Doing good.
Hey, I do believe Kim and Nick need to have a conversation. To me, I think the beef is kind of petty. We all know that Kim was initially mad at Nicki. It wasn't over what y'all think is over. It's really the fact that she needed Nicki for her comeback. She stated this herself. Nicki was not giving her a handout. That's basically what it boils down to. I feel as though if Remy Ma can reconcile with, if Kim can reconcile with Remy Ma, she can reconcile with Nicki. She took Fendi to be her manager, thinking he could do something with her. He couldn't. Fendi and Nicki have now, put their differences aside. Now they're back cool. Kim just gonna have to get out her feelings and just shake hands. I mean, Foxy used to do it all the time. She did it with Queen Pen. She did it with Eve. She did it with Queen Latifah. Like, If you're gonna be a queen, make queen moves. I feel like Nicki is a forgiving girl. She's not gonna let you cross over once. The beef was petty, and I mean, she played the game. There was many girls that came along with her career. People say that she was the only girl out there. She was not. It was a whole bunch of female rappers out there. It's just the general public was not paying those girls any attention. And I feel like they hold that over Nicki's head as she wanted to be the only girl. You can't want to be anything when you're in the industry that has these powerful machines behind you. Labels were just not investing in female rappers. Now they are, because they saw what Nicki has done, the levels of creativity, rapping, everything that she's broke down a bunch of barriers for these new girls. And now they're willing to put that money behind them. I think if the two ladies come together, shake hands, put their differences aside behind closed doors, we don't have to know about it, and show the general public that they're cool, both of those ladies can even soar higher than what they really are right now. And that's just personal opinion.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Sure.
All right. Okay. The phone lines is open. All right. I hear what y'all have to say. So if you already get a chance to call in, call back in. And that was the conversation. So this conversation have been had for years, and I thought about talking about it today. Obviously, it was great because you all are entertained. Y'all are engaged in it. So if you all want to call in, please understand what we're talking about. We need the callers to be aware that we talked about DJ Envy. We talked about Kevin Samuels. We talked about Tank. And now we're talking about Lil' Kim owes Nicki Minaj an apology. Those are the topics that we talked about, okay? I only can take one caller at a time. So if you did not get a chance to voice your opinion, now you can call in right now. And that number is in the chat. It is 972-674-9462. And the reason why we talked about this subject is because I had a conversation in a Lil' Kim group, and also my friend, he's a barb, and I just asked him that question. I said, wow, if he was engaged in this and if I was engaged in this, I said this will really be a good episode for the Wiley Show, where the people are able to call in and voice their opinions about it all. Tonight, the Nicki Minaj will be going live tonight on her platform. I don't know if it's live on Instagram. I don't know if she's just going to just promote her song. I really, really don't know what she's going to be doing for it. So, but that's going to be tonight at 10 o'clock. I think it's going to be tonight at 10 o'clock. Yes, she said new music at midnight, going live from the beauty room at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss it. So that is exactly what she's doing, okay? And we shall see how that's going to operate on tonight and what she's definitely going to talk about. But yes, but the Barbs are definitely going to be talking about this new music. They're going to be entertained, and they are going to be into this, and everybody else going to sit here and have a conversation about Nicki Minaj and coming back in this era and what this means. Obviously, she dominated conversation just by posting pictures alone. She dominated some conversations. People were talking about her. So we shall see how this is going to operate tonight, okay? Oh, that was some good water. Ooh, nice and cold. Oh. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Oh, hold on. Okay, it ain't letting all the callers through. Let me call some of these people back. Okay, let me call this caller back. Give me a second, you guys. It ain't letting all the callers on. Let me bring somebody. Hey, you called in?
I did.
Okay, you.
I want to know why everybody's in the chat keep discussing Kim's surgeries and her face. Her face, her surgeries, not any of that has to do with her music. I think somebody put that in the chat, like, that still doesn't have anything to do with her skills. Kim had her time. Now, Nicki has her time, and Nicki is going to go down as the GOAT. And that's just a period point like that. We cannot be mad about this. Kim was never on the level that Nicki is on. And these are just facts. And she doesn't need to apologize. All that's over with. That's water under the bridge. Kim has bigger things ahead of her, and so does Nicki. Kim should be trying to be a pioneer and do something for the up-and-coming rap artists that are females. You know what I'm saying? I don't think her and Nicki will ever see eye to eye on what their beef was.
And it's time to move on from that. We need to quit giving this energy. It's over with.
All
So,
right.
Kim is a queen in her own right, and Nicki is a queen in her own right. So without Kim, there would have never been a Nicki. Okay? So we give Kim that. We're going to give everybody their flowers. So that's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
All righty.
Okay. Thank you all so very much for tuning in to another episode of The Wiley Show. We're going to do the after show on Station Head. So if you did not get a chance to call in, we're going to drop the link down there on Station Head. Make sure you all can follow us over there. Moderators, post the link to Station Head. I also want to give a special shout out to all the moderators in the house. Thank y'all for y'all love and for y'all support for coming in the chat today. We will do the after show on Station Head. So send your request of your record and your song that you want to hear right over there on Station Head. And we will definitely talk about it right on Station Head. So give me a second while we log in on here. I want to make sure we get it together. Okay, let me it ain't letting me get through there. Yeah, so we got to definitely do that. Okay. So if you call it in, you have to talk to it on Station Head. Okay. All right, because we are done with the show. Okay, give me a second. We'll see y'all on Station Head. Bye, y'all. Y'all see it? Hold on, let me pin it. And y'all can see it Station Head. We're going live over there on Station Head, okay?